It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. KJ Hamler returning it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there right off the bat. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
First down, Mayfield. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. Touchdown, Browns! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hamler now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a dump off here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Bridgewater again. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. These two teams all tied after one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Kareem Hunt, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Broncos 14, Browns 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl. The tuck roll,
didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield now. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
This complete to Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Following the interception, under pressure, and he'll go down, back at the 26-yard line. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! It's complete. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point attempt here still to come. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second and 8 coming up. the shotgun. It's Bridgewater. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Bridgewater on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hamler now to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And some room to work. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Down right around the 25.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up third and 2.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
From you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hamler now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run with Hunt on second down. Gets around him. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Browns drive about to get started. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
and 10 at the season. That's the end of the third quarter with the score.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage. Yeah. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Stephon Tuitt drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
This will be caught inside the 10, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Play action now. Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Rolling to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.